It's
Hey,
okay.
no secret,
It's
huh?
okay. I can fill in the time.
No, it's okay. Hi.
Okay. Okay, I can fill in the time. So we have to do that thing again as well. So I was just thinking when you said you had a sick kid home, and I was just thinking about the times I spent with Corvo, when Corvo was 3 or 4, and we'd spend the day together, and it was fun to spend the day together, and also it was fun. One of the things that was a great memory for me was when Corvo was in their room, and they were just playing around, maybe coloring or drawing or playing with doing role playing with little figurines or whatever, and just that speaking, they're speaking softly to herself and humming to herself and everything, and just enjoying that creative process and that process of discovery as a young person, which I think for most of us we don't remember
hmm
that.
That's the best part, actually. If it, I also love having Bella Joy with me.
uh,
And when she's just in her little world, like earlier, she was sitting and she's like, okay, I'm going to read my Bible. And she took her little
oh,
pink
I love it.
Bible and she was telling stories to herself.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then she was drawing. And right now, she's under the table taking little journals, and just doing
Yeah.
her word. So I love
I
that.
wanted to say that Steve Hardison hopped on and left us a comment, said you two are the best, loving you both.
Hey, thank you,
Blessed be
Steve.
your every
Hi.
conversation. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
no, sit down there.
And
Yeah.
the other thing I was thinking of with not having the kids on the air, I was when I was Corvo was 5 when Facebook became a thing in my life, right? And so I would, as a lot of parents do, post pictures of the kid all the time. But I think when Corvo was 6 or 7, they said, "I don't want you posting pictures of me on
Oh, she said that?
yeah. And I
Yeah.
thought to myself, well, that's probably something I should have remembered to adopt right from the get-go. I should have said, well,
Mm.
there are certain boundaries that I'm gonna do, right? It's like
Mhm.
I'm not going to put pictures without asking. Now I'll ask, and I'll ask if I can share Corvo's posts on from Instagram or whatever. But yeah, I'm not going to just have a documentation of my kid's life online for all to see, right?
I come back often to Charlotte Mason, and I think when her first principle of education is that children are born person, that's what it
Yeah,
means. It
yeah.
means that it doesn't. It means that they're, we don't just do whatever we want with them, with their image. They're born
Right,
person.
right. They're their own
They
person.
desire things. We have to
Yes.
respect them. We have to, and I know that Isaiah and Noah will not, I don't post pictures of them without asking them if I can.
Yeah.
They're very private. And for now, Bella Joy, I don't ask her, but I think I
Yeah.
should
She
ask her
probably
too.
doesn't know quite the implications of it
Yeah, she sees
yet.
it, she
Yeah.
likes to look at pictures
Yeah.
and stuff. And yeah, but I think it's important to ask the children because
Yeah.
that's their image. And I have a lot of friends who will not post
Yeah.
a picture of their child,
They
which is
don't all post any picture at all.
Mhm. Any
Mhm.
picture at
Yeah.
all. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
when they are, they hide the face, which is okay.
Yeah. I can understand that for sure.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what's going on in your world today now that you're
Well,
having a tag along
today
at home?
it is so I'm slower. I do have some works that I wanted to finish. I'm slower because Bella is here, but it's okay. And I was excited to start to try a class, workout class from a friend,
Uh-huh.
Alana. I forgot
Mhm.
the name of the gym, but I was supposed to be there at 1 today to try a 50-minute class, like very intense. She said, your goal is to fail the class. And I was looking forward to it because I'm looking for some things to have more muscle and tone.
So what kind of a class is it?
It is let me grab my phone so I can tell you
Okay. Okay.
exactly. Uh,
I have an invitation, well, to you, Sabelle, and to anybody else
okay.
who's who's
I think it's like
watching.
Orange Theory and things like that, but this is a different, it's called Solid Core. And it's intense. Like Alana, the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, and she has like the perfect body. And I said, okay, if I go to your gym, will I have your body? And I'm like, that's all I want. And she was laughing, but she's amazing. She's beautiful.
So it's something you do at the gym with her, or is it
It's at
something
the
you
gym.
can
I
do at
think they
home?
have machines
Okay.
and you have like a parkour that you do. So I was supposed to try today at 1, but I have to reschedule because I have Bella Joy home. Yeah. So for me, it's very, I mean, I love working out, but I feel like I don't have a lot of time. So when I get up, early, I dress, and then I work until it's time to go and get the kids. I don't even stop to eat. I don't eat in between.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, I'm not sure I can, add an hour and a half and going there and showering. And so it's a trade-off in between, is it worth it? Can I do it 2-3 times a week and take the time to do it as part of my lifestyle, healthy lifestyle? Or do I just do what I do, meaning, quick workout at home?
Yeah.
Meaning,
well, I'm extending you and anybody else watching. This would be kind of cool. I thought about this for a long time. So I do an at-home yoga workout with Yoga with Adrienne. But if anybody wants to join me, the way I've done it before is I'll have the workout on, so it's guiding, and then we all just get together in a Zoom room and we do the workout collectively together. And the advantage,
that's 50 minutes too, right? So for me, it doesn't solve my issue of time.
now what's that?
It doesn't solve my issue of time. I think it's 50 minutes. How long is your yoga?
The workouts vary. Sometimes they're 20, sometimes they're 15, sometimes they're 10, sometimes they're 30. So it's a variety of different times that she puts in there. Yeah. So some of them are 20 minutes. Some of them are an hour.
Is it strength? Is yoga? How is yoga? Tell me about yoga. I know there is yoga, and actually I was thinking also of joining the Pilates club, because there is yoga and Pilates. They look alike a lot, right? So yoga is more maybe have the meditation and spiritual aspect.
Yeah, there's a lot of it, but the way Adrienne Mishler does it is she mixes it up. So sometimes it's more of a meditative kind of a practice. Sometimes it's a core practice. Sometimes it's even kind of an aerobic thing where there's a lot of movement involved. So she does mix it. There's a variety of different, I was going to use the word modalities. There's a variety of different techniques and things that she uses. And what's I like about it for me is that, first of all, it's scheduled. She sends out a calendar every month with, okay, this is the schedule, these are the workouts,
so you can plan it out.
with the timings as well, so you can sort of plan around it. And then because it's kind of an
so you do her live? I'm interrupting, but you do her live, or
no, it's not live.
You catch up on replay.
Yeah, it's all replay. Yeah, so it's all on demand, and so you can. I can do it whenever I choose to do it, right? So it can accommodate my schedule rather than me having to be somewhere at a particular time.
Okay.
So the only thing that I want to make sure I'm doing is that I'm doing it every day at some point during the day, right?
Okay.
And
yeah, so I know you've been on it for how many days?
It's like almost 1,900 days now.
That's
so like 5.5 years.
That's impressive. That's very good. That tells about your discipline. How?
Yes, I'm a very disciplined.
Atomic habit, huh?
Well, actually, when you say atomic habits, that's kind of how it started for me. I wanted to do yoga for a long time, and I discovered some short yoga workouts that I would do, maybe 10-minute workouts that I would do over and over, but I wasn't consistent. And then I finally made the decision, because the way she has it organized is you can go on her website and she'll have like 30-day intro workout routines. So you do it for 30 days. Good. And then after the first 30-day one, I was hooked, and I was like, well, I'm just going to do this every day. This is how I'm going to approach my life. And so I don't know if I say October 1st, 2017 was when I started doing it. I haven't missed a day since then. I don't know if that's the exact date, but that's the date I picked for. It's like, well, yep, that's when I did it. That's when I started.
That's
Yeah.
very good. And but it tells that, and you've been doing for 5 years yoga with
Yoga with Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah,
No?
Adrian.
Adrian. So you
Yeah.
like Adrian's,
Yeah, that's true. Adriana was my girlfriend. Yoga with Adrian. I have my star guitar student is named Adrian. So
Oh, nice.
I don't know.
Okay. So you have a thing with Adrian.
I
That's
guess I have a thing with Adrian's. But here's something that would be useful to everybody to think about as far as process. She's had her channel, her YouTube channel, and I pay a monthly membership fee because I like the convenience of having the workouts all in one place without ads. But you don't have to do that. You can go totally on YouTube, and she's had her YouTube channel for 10 years, I think.
What's called Yoga with Adrian?
Just Yoga with Adrian, and
Adrian, Adrian.
Adriene, Adrian. Yeah. And she's
since just one N because
Adrienne? Just one N.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a link, and maybe I'll put a link in the chat for anybody
in the show notes, like
who's interested. But the lesson for me is she started. I don't know how many people she had when she was watching, but you start a YouTube channel, or you start something like what we're doing, or whatever. You start from nothing, right? And now she has 7 million people subscribing to her channel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
that's
really
good. So it tells also about consistency because she just did what she likes.
Yep.
So do what you love. Do what you love is I think is my takeaway, because when you do what you love, you'll be consistent in it. Like you do yoga, you keep doing it because you like it.
Yep.
And so that's why it's important work for whatever thing we want to do forever, to pick something that we love.
Oh,
It's part of our lifestyle, because if it's something that we hate, we won't be able to sustain it. And it is even, just to extend that thought on the things that I eat and the way I choose to eat, if it's not sustainable for life, I will not do it.
Right.
Like keto, I know a lot of people eat keto.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
a popular
I will never do
buzzword
it
for dieting.
No, I can have some keto meals, but I will not go keto forever, because I love I choose to live without French baguette? No.
Right.
No. Do I eat it every day? No, but I do love it.
But you allow yourself.
And there is another thing that I love.
Yeah.
That I absolutely love. That I grew up eating it. It's my love language. It's my when I want to go back to the memories of when I grew up.
Yeah.
Bad. So good. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? I'm favorite ready. Of all.
Yes.
It's fried plantains.
Ooh.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever made those at home, but there is a restaurant just right around the corner here that has what do they do? It's like it's a sandwich, but instead of bread, it's fried plantains, and it's.
Oh, I won't put it in bread.
It's really good.
But I grew up, eating like in Mali, where I was born, actually, where a lot of my mom's family is. We were living in Senegal, in Dakar, but we would have people visiting us all the time, and they would send us like cartons of plantains, and it would be dinner for many, many days. And it's very bad. It's banana. And it's deep fried in oil. That's
what makes it so delicious.
It would be part of the dinner, with meat and, a vegetable.
Yeah.
It's so good. And for me, when I did intermittent fasting, as I've been doing it for many years now, I see my, the fun thing of doing intermittent fasting is that you see your fat drying up, basically. And when I look at my naked body, for me, all of my fat was probably from fried plantains. And maybe cheese and baguette. And
so you're pretty lean, but you said you want to be buff. Is that?
Okay, just to finish on that thought. So yes, so I think it's like I will never do a diet that will tell me you will never eat fried plantains again. So I would not do that kind of diet. Will I eat I don't eat fried plantains often, but sometimes I'd be like, oh, I would love to. And then I'd go and buy plantains and then fry them and eat them or boil them anyway. So, yeah, I think as you age, I heard that it's good to develop muscles, more muscles.
Yeah.
So I would like to be toner, like to be more muscular. Like my good friend Sarah, if you're watching us, she does kettlebells and her arms are just amazing.
Yeah.
And so,
I see a lot of people on the social media post pictures of or video of their workout. They're, it's like pumping the iron.
Yeah, I don't want to be bulky, or I just want to be healthy. I want to keep being healthy. And I know that now I'm 45, and with age, woman aging, I heard that it's more difficult, to. So I think, I can start. I want to start doing something consistently, like strength, because I do squats, I do, comment on appelle ça? Planks. I do.
There's a lot of planks in my yoga workouts.
I love planks actually, and I'm very resistant in planks, so it's not easy. It's not difficult for me, but I would like to add something that I would be doing more regularly.
I remember when I first, a couple of months into it, when I first started doing regular yoga workouts, I would get into plank and she'd have us hold it there for what seemed like forever, and I would notice all these crazy emotions come up inside of me
when you're doing planks.
While I'm doing the plank, right? It's like it's almost like, did I describe this on the maybe we just in conversation, not on the broadcast here, but it was the same sort of anguish as when I was in second grade and I was in a race with somebody to blow up a balloon. It was that would come up frequently. It's like, I can't do this, and now it's like when I get into the plank and I have to do a side plank or do a whatever, I always come back to that, and it's like, well, there's so much gratitude that I've arrived at a place where that's not an issue for me anymore.
That's the beauty of it. It's a lesson in perseverance and not quitting.
Yeah.
The only people who fail are people who quit.
That's right.
Those who don't quit never fail. So
actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. Those who don't quit fail over and over again, and that's why they succeed. Right?
Okay, you can say it this way. Epic
failure. Yeah, it's like I probably don't have enough failures in my life.
Yeah, because you don't
more failures.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I remember when I was homeschooling my kids. I know that it's time is up, but there was a time where I've read that it was okay to let kids, like, say, pick a sport and then move away from it at some point when they realize that they don't like it. And so there are quite some things that we've stopped in halfway with my children. I have allowed them to do so. And now I am kind of reintroducing to them the importance maybe of pushing more, not forcing them though, because that's probably where I will differ with more people. I don't like to force my kids to do things. I like their intrinsic motivation. It's so much easier. But I encourage them to keep pushing. And so some schools will tell you it's best, schools of thought, right, will tell you it's better. It's when the child don't want something, it's okay to, try something, meaning it's good. Exposure is good. Keep exposing them to a lot of things. And then eventually they will pick up something that they really love and they will never stop it again. And
but there is a point where I think maybe it's too early to do that, and it's like, you haven't
I think that's the point.
Like, give it a chance, right? And
give it a chance. Try it. Like Bella Joy, before she was 3, she's like, I want to do ballet and I want to do gymnastics. So last year she was doing ballet and gymnastics, the first weeks of gymnastics, she loved it.
Uh-huh.
And then she started crying like she didn't want to.
Uh-huh.
And then same for ballet, she loved it. And then she would stop in the middle of the class and go and say, I don't want to go up there anymore. So we stopped both. And now she's again, I want to do gymnastics. So we might try again.
Corvo did, go with both of those, gymnastics and ballet. I don't think at the same time, but gymnastics, ballet, and soccer, which is 4-year-old soccer, is really endearing.
I love it. I love soccer. Right now, there is a World Cup, by the way. There is a FIFA, and both of my countries won this weekend. Senegal won, and France won too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
France is right now the champion, right? So
wow.
I hope they remain.
Yeah, that's something I don't follow at all.
I know people
don't follow it
a lot.
For the rest of the world, it's like the biggest deal ever.
It's not for the rest. For America, it's not. For Europe, for France, for Germany, the
Africa,
UK, England, and Netherlands and Brazil, and those big teams. It's big right now. Denmark, they have great players. So I love it. I grew up with that. I have 4 brothers, and my dad. I used to play soccer too. So soccer is like when our teams would lose, nobody would have dinner that night. We'd all be like, we're not hungry.
That's amazing.
To that point, anyway.
I love it. All right. Well, we should cut it off. But thank you all for joining us this morning. We'll put some links in the notes, in the comments, and we'll go from there. Everybody have a beautiful afternoon or morning or whatever it is.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. There it is.